We thank you so much for watching Voices of the Bar, where the legal world speaks. My name is Walter, and we want to discuss separation argument under Family Law 1. But before we go into this, let us thank you for subscribing, for sharing and liking our videos. And we also ask you to continue sharing and subscribing. Our colleagues, statistics show that 60% are watching our videos and are not subscribing, but they are watching the videos. So we ask you to subscribe, to share, and like our video. So let's enter into separation agreement. What we mean by separation agreement, this is a legally binding contract that outlines the couple's separation. That two people, couples, when they intend to separate, they don't need to go to court. They intend to separate for a very short time. So people tend to confuse separation agreement with judicial separation. But of course, in our later videos, when we begin to discuss the divorce and others, we shall discuss the judicial separation and we shall appreciate it in that area. But for now, we are handling separation agreement. Colleagues, under the separation agreement, couples agree to separate and they outline the terms that we are going to separate for this period of time, and we see if things can work out. Now, key things under separation agreement. One of them is that you don't need to go to court. I can sit like here with my wife and we agree to separate. We stayed in our sitting room and we bring papers and tell you, right, we are separating on these terms. That's what we call separation agreement. You don't need to go to the court. You can do it here. 2, you may involve a lawyer to help you draft it, and then they will draft, and then you will have to come and append your signature. So that is what we mean by separation agreement. So when we are discussing separation agreement, the one thing that comes to our head is that the features, how that a separation agreement look like. What are the features, the salient features of that agreement? What are the things that you must consider when you are separating from your spouse? What are those cardinal things that you must consider when you are separating? You don't want to go to court, but you feel your spouse has nagged you enough and now you need to move on. You also need them to move on for a particular period of time. Before even you go to the silent features, something is very fun. We can even have a separation agreement when we are staying under the same roof. Like here, in Upper Arizona, where I stay, Upper Arizona, Seguku. We can decide to stay here in the house, but we have separated. I go to the other bedroom, she sleeps in this other bedroom. We wake up, I do my things, cook my tea, do this, I go to work, she does the same, she goes. Even at work, let's assume we have a shop in Kampala. We separate, she sits there, I sit here. I work on my people like that, and that is a separation agreement. Of course, we have a story from the Landi Senior Counsel, the Landi Doctor, Diana Msoki. When teaching us, she told us an example of a couple in Bugoromi that separated, but they were still staying under the same roof. Okay, so it can really work. So let's now dig into the features, the silent features that must appear on that separation agreement, because this is what they ask. They ask you to note them down, the features, the silent features that appear on the separation agreement. Number 1, you must include the date. It's very important. When are you doing this? the date when you are writing this agreement. It's very important. It's actually, when discussing, of course, you come to adoption, second semester, all those areas which requires wills, how to write a will and others. Where there is any silent features on any document, the first thing that you must write about, which is very important, is the date when you are carrying out that agreement. In all contracts, a date is very important. You will sell your land, for example, to someone, and you don't put a date. So we can't even trace. If we are to go to limitation, we can't trace when we entered through the contract until where we are. So date is very important. But of course, the date shows that on this day, we have decided to enter into a separation agreement. Do you understand? Yes. So, then two, your names. The people who intend to carry out the separation agreement. Both your names are very important. You must indicate that myself, Walter, I am entering into this separation agreement with Bridget, so and so, with Sumaya, with so and so, and then you are clear that your names are appended in there. Your address, where do you stay? These things seem to be minor, but they are very important. Address. Your contacts. Of course, that other address. Now we begin to write. One, we have the issues in that marriage. The children. You must indicate a clause that concerns custody of the children. Who is going to stay with the children? What is the arrangement? When do you see them? If I am going to stay with the children, then when will my wife come and see on them? Children arrangement. All those are under custody. We must identify who is going to take the custody of the children. And then we include children arrangements, which means that when do I visit them? If it is you going with them, will I have access to my children? Will I have access to my children? It's very important. Two, maintenance, under custody, maintenance of the children. As we separate, who is going to take care of the maintenance of our children? It's very important. Are we going to share? These are the clauses you must indicate in a separation agreement. Next, you must indicate the maintenance of the wife. It's very important. It's very important. Maintenance of the wife. Who is going to maintain the wife must also be put into consideration. Then we have the property, use of property. How are we going to use the property? If we have this property shop, we have our house, how are we using it? Are we staying under the same roof? Like I said, I go to the other bedroom. She goes to this bedroom, the main bedroom. She stays there. You must be clear how you are going to use the property that you have. If it is job, shop, how are you going to use the property? These are some of the things you must include in the separation agreement. Let's go. Then we will have a clause of the non-molestation clause. But since you have entered into a separation agreement, it it is not allowed for you to keep following me, asking me, why are you meeting that somebody? Why are you meeting them? You are molesting that person. It seems that person is vibing you. It's okay. We have separated. Let me do what I want. Do not keep hunting me. We are separated just for 1 year, but you are meeting so and so. Let me meet whoever I want. Don't molest me. A non-molestation clause is very important. Then the other clause is the dam caster clause. Very important. No sex. Don't call me and tell me we have separated, we shall not have sex. I have gone my ways, you have gone your ways. Dam caster clause. Don't chase me. You understand? It's not there. And very important to note, when you are under the separation agreement, or even a decree not signed, the moment you have sex, the agreement ends there. It means you have come back together. So that's why we have the dam caster clause, which is very important. So that is how you go about the separation agreement. Very important topic there under family law. It is actually set, it is examinable topic under family law, separation agreement. So we thank you so much for watching Voices of the Bar, where the legal world speaks. Subscribe, share, and keep liking our videos. Until next time, thank you so much. Cheers.